up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive In, the proper gaming talk show. We are your hosts, Sansology and J-Dubs.
What up, people? How y'all doing today?
Today, you're going to watch us fight for 20 minutes because we've been fighting for the past 2 days.
Kind of.
We've actually been talking about this at length, so a lot of this has already been said between us, but not in person. So we get to have this whole conversation again in front of an audience, live studio audience. We need like a laugh track and shit like that. We need production value. We might be getting that soon if we get an editor. Anyone out there who feels like editing for like $5 a video, that'd be dope. Because we broke.
We'll pay you. I'll pay you more than $5. Don't worry.
He'll pay you. Apparently, this guy's made of money.
Whoa, we don't put those kind of statements out there, sir. The internet curses you for saying things like that. What's wrong with you?
Hey, hackers, hack this guy. He's a hack.
Yes. I will murder you. I will take your costume for this weekend and I will rip it in half, young man. I'll throw it in the streets.
I'm just kidding. Don't hack him. That's not nice. I've already been hacked, so yeah. Update to a story and on this topic that we talked about a couple of weeks ago. The whole hack of Sony finally got some repercussions. I saw this dude on TikTok that just said that his PlayStation account was docked $800. And he has to change all of his credit cards and passwords and everything. And I'm like, shit. The day that happened, I removed my payment information from PlayStation. I changed all my passwords and I changed my email on PlayStation too. Because to an email that's not linked to any other account. It's just like my whatever account. So, yeah. Hopefully all you guys were fine. Hopefully you guys didn't get any issues with the PlayStation hack or the Sony hack rather. But
I just have all incorrect payment. I just have all incorrect payment information on mine.
All outdated payment information.
So, joke's on you guys.
Yeah, right. Jeez. Hopefully they can't just change the year and that's it. But typically you need a whole new security code, and typically it's a whole other number.
No, it's a completely different number. So they wouldn't be able to track where I got that from. So I mean,
well, guys,
the next one is.
We hope you guys are, survived the hack and nothing came of it for y'all. But if it did, well, sorry, we told you what to do, all right? Like, I'm not even sorry. I have no sympathy. We told you what to do.
Oh, you're just mean.
Speaking about look, we told them like 2 days after they got hacked, all right? 2 days later, we were like, this is how not to get hacked and, not to be stupid. But if you didn't heed our advice, that's your fault for not watching the video,
you're
okay?
Insulting their intelligence.
Subscribe to our channel so you know what to do.
For that?
Because we gave them the answer after the hack happened.
Well, you don't call them dumb if they don't listen.
Of course, we gave them the information. If they don't follow the information, that's on them.
All right, people.
We can only do so much. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Everybody, someone loves you at home. Everybody, someone will not
probably,
call you
maybe. I chose violence then, okay?
Yo, he is taking our opinion, all right? Put my square away from yours in the fucking monitor. I want to be away from you and your tanking. Go ahead. Do the segue. Just do the thing.
Speaking about Sony, they announced the not PlayStation 5 Slim because apparently they didn't call it the PlayStation 5 Slim. They just called it the PlayStation 5 Now Slimmer.
That doesn't make any sense. They already started off wrong.
I don't know why they didn't just call it the Slim. They just call it the PS5. I'm like... So what I'm assuming before we get into any details about it, what I'm assuming is that this version is going to be taking the place of the base version. Like any new system that gets sold is just going to be this one. Because I even looked online, like PlayStation Direct or direct.playstation.com, whatever, and the digital version of the PS5 is not available for sale anymore. So I'm assuming this one's just going to take its place. which I mean makes sense. That's what they were trying to do before because they're trying to release a console that they could work around all the production issues that they had with the base console.
Right.
So I'm assuming that's what this console basically is. It's their workaround, so they don't have to worry about any, lapse in production. Which good. You should have done this before, but it is what it is. We can't go back to pre-COVID times, unfortunately.
I mean, this was inevitable regardless. I mean, you know, each company, they always do a 5-year refresh and then maybe even a pro version if they're feeling ballsy about it. Yeah. And then they've released the next gen. So
this one's 3 years or 4 years?
This has been it's 3 into 4 years. If that they always release it on the holiday right before the New Year.
It was like November, I guess, when they released.
Yeah, it was
PS5.
November 2020 when they announced the PS5, and November 2023 released the PS5.
So it's going into their it's into their third year, into their fourth year. So that makes sense.
That's usually around the time they do it because I remember the PS3. The PS3 had the PS3, the PS3 Slim, then the
They had like
Slim,
4 different consoles.
The PS2 had the PS2 Fat, the PS2 Slim, the PS2 Super Slim, the PS2 Mini. They're always coming in with the revisions. So
then the PS4 just had the Slim and then the Pro. And that was it. So the PlayStation 5 Slim.
We're calling it the PlayStation 5 Slim. Fuck the marketing. They don't even know what they're doing anymore.
It's the PlayStation 5 Slim. Let's just be honest here. So it's 30% smaller and lighter. It has a detachable disk drive, which is fucking stupid. It comes with a 1 terabyte SSD, an extra USB-C port on the front, which, oh my God, thank God. Because just having one USB-C port was a pain in the ass. That sucked. Because USB-C ports are pretty standard across most things now. And they're ideal. They're the best. They are incredible. Yeah. So having 2 in the front, super nice. Keep all the regular USB ports in the back. That's fine. 2 Cs in the front, ideal. That's a really, really nice. It has a similar design to the regular PS5. Still has like the fins. It's only a little bit shorter, to be honest. It's thinner, but it's only a little bit shorter this way, vertical wise. It's still like maybe like an inch, and that's about it. The fins are shorter. Which I have to admit though, the design for the Slim, I kind of fuck with it. I kind of fuck with the design. It looks clean.
I like the OG. And I like the OG because it doesn't make the disk drive look as ugly.
Like super like.
It looks like it has a fucking tumor.
It does. It looks weird.
Because at least with the Fat, it was just like, all right, it had a little indent and then it came back out, and I like that. It was kind of slick. I really do like the OG PS5.
Especially if you have it like sitting horizontally, you don't even notice that bump because it's on the bottom. So it's fine. With this one, it's very, very thin. It goes like, But I do like how they like cut the plate like down the side, like horizontally on both sides. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Cool. It like breaks up like the whiteness and throws in some black in there. I like it. It's kind of clean. It's not as sharp either. It's like more rounded edges.
Now, a lot of people have been complaining that it's half glossy, half matte, and I kind of agree.
I didn't even notice that.
I don't know how they noticed that though.
Like in the pictures, how the fuck do you notice that?
How do you? Yeah, you don't. Maybe it was written somewhere.
Because the base system is just matte. It's just a matte finish. It's no gloss. Yeah. And it's really nice. It's classic. I really do like it. I don't mind the gloss. It would attract fingerprints more, I guess, and maybe show dirt a little bit more than the matte would. But
I think the thing is, I like that each PS5, each PlayStation design had a unique look to it. Like the first one was the gray plastic, and then PS2 was the black plastic, and then you had the glossy PS3, which I did. I fucked with. I didn't like it. And it had the touchscreen buttons. I was
the touchscreen buttons were lit. I love the touchscreen buttons, and I'm so mad that we have never gotten that back.
I felt so futuristic. I was like,
We never got the touchscreen buttons back. And personally, I think the touchscreen buttons are better than the regular buttons because like there's no physical thing. It's just electric.
Yeah, but then it went matte on the Slim.
The Slims, yeah.
And I was like, I don't really mind. I actually did kind of like the design of the Slim.
Yeah, the Slim was nice.
And then the Super Slim went back to like a PS2 kind of look.
Yeah,
and went glossy again. And I was like, I mean, I do like the Super Slim.
The one with the pop up disc drive.
Pop up, it went kind of back to it, which was nice. I like that kind of classic. And then you got the PS4 where it was like it had the racing streak. It had the racing streak, and then it had the half matte, the half glossy.
The storage cover was the glossy part. Where the rest of the system was the matte. I like this. I loved the design of the PS4.
Yeah, it was really the classic.
All the designs, like even the PS4 Pro. That thing looked like a beast. It had like the 3 tiers.
That looked really cool.
So cool. I fucked with that heavy. That was super cool.
I did. I like that. It really made the Slim look like a piece of shit.
It really did because the Slim was just like a super. The Slim was just a basic square with like the little like slant on it, and that was it. And then the Pro buffed it up and added that middle like barrier to it. I was like, oh, that is clean. I like it a lot.
And it's like I noticed that like PlayStation started just paying homages to its older design, which I do like. Yeah. So like you get to the PS5 Slim and now it's got the racing stripe like the PS4, the half matte, half
It kind of reminds me of like it kind of reminds me of like a blend between the PS2 and PS3 almost. Kind of like the curves of it. I don't know. Like I kind of like it. Like that's another thing. Like the PS4 Pro paid homage to the original PS2 with all like the ribbing along the side. That's what they have with the PS4 Pro. And I think I still have my PS2 downstairs in my basement. I think that thing I love. Oh man. PlayStation just got their designs right, all right, and I still like the base PS5 design. A lot of people shit on it. I like it. It's unique. I do. It's very attention grabbing.
It tried to do something still sleek and different and modern. And that's the thing. Look at Xbox. They made it look like a fucking refrigerator, and then the refresh John. It just looks like an Alexa.
Yeah, it's just an Alexa. That's all it is. I'm like,
that's what we're going with. You might as well just start making PC towers at this point, because that would be better at that point.
Technically, they do. Technically,
I mean, they do. They are Microsoft, but like Xbox PC tower. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't mind the design of the Xbox Series X. Like, it's kind of cool. It's like the tower. It looks like a monolith. I kind of.
What would be cool is they came out with a translucent one or a see-through one, where it just like it looked like a PC. Like you could just see all the parts in it and the disk drive going. And I think that would be kind of cool.
RGB in that bitch.
Yo.
But no,
have this on the sale.
Yeah. But no, the upgrades for the PS5 Slim really is on. To be honest, it really is on upgrade spec wise. It adds, I guess, 200 gigs extra to bump it up to 1 terabyte. And 150 gigs of that is just the system OS, which is so annoying. You would think it would be. You would think that would be in its own thing, but no.
So you're really just getting an extra 175 gigs.
But you're still getting an update.
A game.
Yeah. And then I have a 2 terabyte external SSD. So I would have a full 3 terabytes, which is sweet. I like that a lot. That's kind of great. And extra storage, like any extra storage is welcome, it's fine. And that's on par with past Slim models. But there's a lot that Sony has been doing that isn't great. And I'll let you talk about that because you're way more mad about it than I am. I'm over here just these are all optional items and they're not required. You don't absolutely need them. But if you want them, they're there.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, if you want to get into it now, we can. The one, typically, this typically happens, with every generation. They do their, refresh, like we said. But this year, the one thing that's got me and a lot of other people upset is just the pricing about it all. I don't give a shit about the product, whatever. You want to get the newest one, cool. There's really no difference with it. So it's just like, if you really want to get it just to have it, whatever. But the thing is, it's literally more expensive for less features, and it's
the digital version specifically.
Well, yes, but if you want the complete package of what you should be getting with the console, then it's also going to be more expensive for the
See, this is where we disagree.
So let's break it down here. Each generation, they come out with the Slim model. The Slim model is either the same price or lower. If it's the
typically
same price,
it's about $100 less.
Yeah,
that's what it has.
It's $100 less. It's slimmer. It's more compact. Less product resources. Things are more smoothed out, more organized, and typically
it might run a little bit better too.
Yeah, so it's either that or it's the same price as the original model, and the original gets a price drop.
Yeah.
So we've seen both happen, but in this case, they decided to raise the price for the slimmer model.
Technically, in reality, no. But technically,
no. They're trying to fuck with you.
They're not.
This is how they do it. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They're not, but okay.
So they're charging an extra $50 for the digital console version.
Yeah, the digital console version is now $450 instead of just $400. Where like the base digital version was just $400. It was $100
without
less.
The ability, without certain abilities. That some would very much care for and desire.
One additional ability.
And if we go back to
not multiple.
If we go back to 2020, it was a very, very
2020.
And I'll
2020.
And I'll get to that in a little bit.
What was that though? We go back to 2020. What the fuck was that?
And that's for the digital version. Now, what's funny and interesting to me is that they do not charge you any extra for the complete disc version. But if you did want to start with the digital console version, you have to add the disc drive for $80. $80 for a disc drive. So you're at $530.
Only if you buy that in addition to the digital version, which
not to mention the one key feature that was taken away from the digital version also was the ability to stand it up. And now doing something, it was designed to stand up. So yes, it is.
I already said this. The optimal orientation is horizontal. Okay?
This is not my fault. It was designed to stand up. They announced it standing up. They built it and elongated so it can stand up on a stand. And so, the fact that I cannot just do this thing that was in the original one it's just appalling to me. And they're going to charge you money so you can have very simple thing that people value and is important to them in their console.
I can't even stand my console up vertically anymore because the fucking plastic stand broke, so I can only put it in horizontal mode.
Well, that sucks because mine's still standing perfectly fine.
Well, because like I've had to move it so often, and I was trying to get it, and it was like it wasn't moving, and I was like, okay, come on. And I was like, clunk, and I was like, wee. I'm like, fuck. So now it only goes horizontal, and that's it. I'm like, god damn it. Well, whatever. It is what it is.
So then we got that. So then that's you were already at 530 with the digital disc drive connection, and then
here's my thing though. Why the fuck would you buy the additional disc drive when you bought the or why would you buy the disc drive when you already bought the digital console? If you buy the digital console, that's assuming you're not going to want to play discs ever. You're just going to want to play digital games.
Because as Microsoft brilliantly marketed a lesser console with still most of the same physical features of the actual console, why wouldn't you, like, they have one that's $300 but it still has a disc drive? Because just because you want to play games doesn't mean you have the budget to play on the platform you want, correct? So if somebody only has $400 to spend on a console, they'll buy the digital console, and then they should be able to just add it later with the extra money or whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay,
right?
I guess, but still,
you're literally one of the people that's always talking about finances when it comes to video games.
Listen, Linda, listen. It's a $50 difference to go from the digital version to the one that includes the disc drive. Okay, it makes no sense why you wouldn't just go with the disc version anyways initially. What I think is the issue, and what I think the price point is with the disc drive is like having the ability to just buy the disc drive separately is because like in the disc version of the Slim, you can remove it. Right? You can remove it completely and replace it with a plate to make it a digital console. Right? So if that disc drive gets damaged or something, because now it's a completely separate entity, basically, which means it can get damaged a lot more easily than one that's just simply integrated into the console. So by having,
I'm pretty sure you can just take it out of the digital. You can take it out of the $500 one as well. Like,
no,
I think
that's what I'm saying. The disc version of the Slim, you can remove it. You can remove it to make it a digital console if you want, and just have the disc drive, plug it in whenever you need to. One, I think that's stupid. I don't know why you would ever take it out, like just to make it look better, sure, but having to like put it in every time to play a disc is dumb. So I would just leave it in, like, fuck it, like, whatever. But
that's another thing.
I think having it as a separately sold thing is like that's meant to be like a replacement disc drive for yours. In which case, the $80 thing, like they've lowered the price of it integrated into the system already in the disc version, but to buy a replacement one, it's $80. So it's not meant to be like, oh, you buy the digital version, then you buy a disc drive for that one. It's meant to be like a replacement. I think that's that's my logic with it. Anyways, could be wrong.
Yeah, but then once again, the pricing, because and back in our day, we got warranties on our consoles.
Well,
so
you can still get warranties.
When the disc drive broke, they would just replace it for free.
You can still get warranties. Every single console shipped, like, they give you the option to buy the warranty. Like, that's pretty standard. So, but like, this is for like way later down the line. I think they're just kind of being proactive with it by making these readily available if anything happens.
Yeah, but they're pricing it at $80, which is ridiculous.
I mean, look at it this way. If you buy, like, using the smartphone allegory, right? If you buy a smartphone that includes the charger, it's the same price. But then to buy an additional charger is like $30. But if you buy like the newest Apple that doesn't have the charger, it's still the same expensive ass price, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the charger's included. The charger used to be included with your phone.
Used to be. In the newest iPhones, you don't get a charger anymore, which is
you know how much of a fucking jip? Thank you. It's a jip.
It's stupid. I know, but buying the fucking disc version of the Slim gives you the disc drive, and it's only $50 more expensive than the digital copy. So you might as well just shell out the extra $50, which is. Let's just be honest.
You realize, here. That's the thing. You're out of touch with everybody else. maybe $50 breaks people. We're people with established jobs that like gaming. There's plenty of people in different tax brackets and in different lifestyles that maybe $50 breaks them or not. So that's why it's infuriating that they raised the price of the Slim $50 extra because it's supposed to be $100 extra off to make things a little bit more affordable.
No, I get that, and I agree with you there about the trend of Slim prices. This one broke that, and I don't really know why. Whatever. We can't change it, right? But it's stupid that they didn't continue that trend. Like, this should have just been at least $50 cheaper. Like, the disc drive should have been $450. The all digital one should have been $300.
Yeah, something like that.
Or $400, whatever. Like, at least cut it by like $50, right? Because after all, this is smaller. You're saving on parts and resources. So ideally, it should be cheaper. But for whatever reason, it's the same price.
They're also not selling at a loss anymore. They're making 100% profit now.
Oh, 100%.
They recouped. Yeah. They recouped everything, and they're back in business, So like, once again, like, they used to be giving the customer at least a little benefit of the doubt, trying to make things a little bit more affordable, and maybe even on some level compete with PC, because you look at PC parts, they're always dropping in price because the next thing is coming out.
Yeah, as soon as the next one comes out, they drop the price on all the previous versions. It's just when people usually upgrade to the one that they couldn't upgrade to before.
And then it ends up still being good for like another 5 or 6 years because of how rapidly everything's always there. So it's just, when it comes to the consoles, they've also been trying to follow that trend just to, be able to do the same thing. Build loyalty brands, try and make sure
typically they'll
ecosystem.
Once the Slim releases, they'll keep the base system at the same price for at least a year, and then they'll drop it after that, which I could probably see the 5 dropping in price for this year's Black Friday or next year's Black Friday. 100% going to see some deals on the PS5. I don't know when.
One would hope.
When does the PS5 Slim actually release?
I think it's November.
Launching next month, so yeah, November. So it'll be out by November, which means we're probably going to see a drop in the PS5, base PS5, OG, for Black Friday. I could probably see that. We're not going to see a drop for the Slim, 100% not. That's normal.
I mean, well, probably not, because it's going to come out.
It's the first 2 weeks of its release. They would not drop the price within the first 2 weeks. That would be ridiculous. That would be a miracle. That would be an absolute miracle. But no, they're not going to do that.
But the whole thing is, even if you're talking about the digital being more expensive, the fucking the $500 disc version is more expensive because it takes away a key feature that was already included.
It's just the stand.
It's the stand.
That's
by design.
I will say that
it's putting your system horizontally, and I can't simply do that. I have to charge. I have to pay $30. I have to pay $30 extra just to stand my fucking console up. How fucking dumb is that?
Technically, you can still stand it up vertically without the stand because it's a flat bottom, so you can just right there.
No, don't even try it. Don't even try it.
It's not recommended because it doesn't have the stability, but
what you just said there. Yeah. See, that stability was.
Or just have a friend that 3D prints and have them 3D print you a stand.
Why are you defending this? Why are you defending this?
I'm not. Not having it available is stupid. I think that's kind of ridiculous. It doesn't really make sense. Why they wouldn't have a convertible stand either. I think it's just because they saw so many people having issues with this one and it breaking because it's a cheapo piece of shit. But so they're like, okay, we're gonna have designated stands for both, but we're not gonna give you the vertical stand. You get to pay for it. That's kind of dumb. It is dumb, but at the same time, it is an optional purchase. It's not necessary. So It is what it is.
They're selling you less and paying and making you charge more.
I get it.
It's like they literally pulled a DLC. They literally pulled a DLC
thing. Basically a DLC move. They're like, hey, here's the system. Here's the expansion to it.
I am going to use one of the most famous fighters right now, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. When this motherfucker came out, it did not have base form Goku and Vegeta. It had to get added in as DLC.
Bullshit. Why would you
tell me?
Why wouldn't you have the main characters of the game? No, see, that would be
not in base form.
That would be equivalent. That would be equivalent to the PS5 not including like a controller in the purchase, which it does include a controller. So
no. But it's still the same thing.
No. That's like adding a very popular side character that's not included in the base game. That's like Mortal Kombat 10 not including Sindel, and having Sindel be a DLC character.
No, it's the same. It's the same because ever since the beginning of Dragon Ball Z games, base forms have been, in the game because that's what the characters start out as. Yeah. And this is the first game, literally one of the first. Literally, I can count on my hand how many Dragon Ball Z games have come out with the character's base form not in it. And I can only name one other one, and it's one of the worst rated games, Dragon Ball Z games ever alive, and that's Ultimate Tenkaichi. It did not have base form Gohan. It did not have base form Team Gohan in the game. He just started off at fucking Super Saiyan. It was just like...
It's so awkward.
And they didn't even have the DC to add that in later. That just stayed like that. But at least with this one, they added it back in. But it's just the same as like, well, PlayStation did the same thing. They initially had something included, and then they take it out and then charge you more for it and make you charge.
Yeah, a bit.
And then,
look, I agreed with you about that. I get that. It's stupid. I mean, it's still just. It is. The thing is, like, I think people are just.
It's a bad sign, and that's why people are angry. If you combine this with the price hike of the PlayStation Plus, which they sprung on us within a week and said, "Hey, this is coming next. This is coming next pay. Get ready!" Like, and then this whole PlayStation Portal thing, which is a streaming device that can't cloud stream. Yeah. I don't know where you want to pay for that at. And you combine that with the PlayStation Link, which is going to be theorized to have this integrated in this new fucking PS5. You combine, and then the $150 earbuds. You combine all these things that Sony's doing.
The earbuds,
it's a nickel and dime.
The earbuds is where I'll push back. The earbuds, like $150 for probably really, really, really good earbuds. I can see that. I mean, I've paid more for earbuds. Like my OnePlus.
I've also paid less for earbuds for the same quality.
My OnePlus Pros are $100 each, or $90 each, and they are some of the best headphones in general that I've ever had. Those things are awesome. So, like that.
You can get that at lower. You can get quality at lower prices, my guy. Like you don't have to pay that much.
But Sony wants to give you top quality shit, and they're probably going to be absolutely incredible earbuds.
No, they want to nickel and dime you, my guy. This is what I'm trying. This is the point I'm driving home.
No. In some instances, yes. In some instances, yes. But for their PlayStation accessories have always hit hard. All right, that's the thing. Like all their headphones, all their headsets, they're like. iToys and shit, always been fire.
Still overpriced. And I will use the example of the PS3. Ever since the PS3, there has not been a lot of knockoff things to replace the original products that Sony's releasing. And PS3, they had afterglow controllers for like $20 versus a $60 fucking PS3 controller.
Well, it's third-party stuff, dude.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Third-party stuff can always produce it just
do you know why? Do you know why? Because Sony started suing those companies because they're taking their money.
Because they are charging people at the actual price that they should be charging them at, and not the brand price. Because it's fucking Sony. Thank you. They're nickel and diming you.
These controllers are pretty. Like these are the best controllers I've ever had. Like they have their own fucking internal software. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying because I have to plug my fucking controller in just to get this update.
That's why I have, like, if you can see right over there, I have a stand for my controllers, and they charge overnight. And then actually now you don't actually have to plug in your controller to update it anymore. You can do it wirelessly, which is lit. That was a new update. That was a new update, and that's super, super nice. But
I can also get better quality controllers that do my functions that I need them to.
Doubtful. These are like the best quality controllers I have ever had in my entire life. Like, the amount of like detail and effort that they put into these. This is the best controller I've ever used. Okay, like.
Well, I'm happy for you.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Way better than any Xbox, especially the new one. Like, they still fucking use a battery pack. God damn, they got stuck in 2010.
Yeah.
Having a battery pack in the back of your controller that you have to change the batteries every time. That's so. Oh my god.
No, yeah, I don't have that. I have a hardwired controller. It's lag free and gives me what I need. So,
or just
that's but I mean that's the thing. Like, they're upcharging you just because it's fucking Sony, and Apple does the same.
I don't like the price of the controllers
because
the price of controllers is the same price as a freaking game, and that's just like.
So like.
That's why I just buy like used controllers off Facebook Marketplace and get them for like $40. I'm like, yeah, thank you.
That's the thing. Like, I'm just done. I'm done with the nickel and diming. Like, all these fucking things that are coming out that they're just flat out jipping them with, and then people are just like, oh man, it's not that bad. Yo, man, know the value of your dollar.
The last thing I'm going to say about this is I think that a lot of people like were getting mad, like overly mad about the Slim.
No, people are rightfully pissed off because it's just been a lead up. It's been a lead up. Everybody's going to buy the PlayStation Portal. They're going to be mad because it's very.
I don't think anyone's going to buy the Portal. I am looking forward to seeing how people.
A lot of people said that they're going to buy it.
I don't know why. I really don't. If they buy it, they're sheep.
And it's like the pre-order sales sold out.
It's like people who buy Apple. Like, if you're still buying Apple in 2023, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're obviously not doing your research, or you just give a shit about the brand and that's it. Like, fanboys, I guess, are going to buy the Portal, but like. It's a stupid addition. It really is. And we've already talked about that at length.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
But, I mean,
the Slim, in my opinion, it's on par with other Slim models apart from the price point. You're still getting an overall upgrade in general. And if you're okay with just keeping your system in horizontal mode, you get it for the same price as the OG system.
But here's the reason why I'm also mad, because this is a good sign that it shows that Sony's fucking with you, because each one is getting the terabyte upgrade, but they're only upcharging the Slim, and they're not upcharging the disc version.
Yeah, I don't really know why they're upcharging the Slim at all. I don't know if they're doing that just because they realize they lost money on the Slim, or what. I don't really know the logic behind that, like, at all.
Like, this is why everybody's so mad.
If anything, just keep the Slim the same and drop the price of the disc drive to $450. Like, that would make way more sense than upcharging this digital copy, because it's the exact same system with a couple updates. That's it.
And this is why people are so upset, because they see this. It's a cash grab.
Yeah. It's the Portal is a cash grab. This one is a justifiable cash grab.
Not justifiable at all.
It is. For the reasons that we've already talked about. And of viewers, you can justify it however you want to justify it, if you agree or disagree.
I'm just saying, I'm making more logical points here. These consoles are being sold at a financial loss to the customer, and more of a 100% profit to the company, since they're not going at a loss anymore. So they're doing their customers a disservice yet again for the 1, 2, 3, 4 time this year. In the span of 4 months, with the PlayStation Portal, the Airbuds, the PlayStation Uplink.
Look, typically I will agree with you about like the price points and stuff, and I do agree with you about the price points overall. Let that be known. I agree about the price points 100% for the Slim. All right, but overall, I think it's a massive nothing burger. It's taking the place of the base PS5. So you're going to, anyone who buys this is going to be people who never had a system before.
You know,
and you're getting a slight upgrade over the PS5. So
you know, another situation where they took away the original after releasing a remix, Grand Theft Auto Remastered. So take that how you will, folks. I'm sorry.
Right. Guys, what do you think about the PS5 Slim? Are you excessively angry about it, or do you just see this as like, not that big of a deal? Let us know all your thoughts in the comment section below. We always love to hear from you guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, you have not subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to do so. I'm working on a surprise update to the channel that may be coming in the near future, before the year's over. Might be a reveal at the end of the year.
And
who knows?
Also, I'm still going to be giving away. I'm going to be giving away a Steam Deck for Christmas. I'm in my Santa Claus bag this year. So let's see if we can do that. Get to how many subscribers do you want us to
200. Get it out to 200, guys. 200 subs. 200 subs. We're going to be doing a Christmas Steam Deck giveaway.
I do that, yeah.
So
take all the subscribers, put it in the pot, and then
we're just gonna
wins.
Draw one out of the hat. We'll do a tier 3. First one gets the Steam Deck. The other two get gift cards to either Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam of your choosing. $50 gift cards. Go $50 gift card.
That sounds good.
Right. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
We're both middle class Americans.
Maybe $50 and then $25 for the third. Who knows? We'll break that. We'll work that out. But either way, that's going to be happening around Christmas time. Probably around actually Game of the Year time. Maybe a little bit after Game of the Year. The announcements, which
because
we also
the Game of the
after Spider-Man comes out in a couple weeks now. Probably in November, we're going to be doing a Game of the Year predictions. So be on the lookout for that video. And then, of course, we're going to do the live voting like we do every year. Hopefully, Jules, you can make that one. I always love doing these. These are loads of fun. And they're usually like 4 hours long. So I'm excited.
That's literally going to be the hardest video of all time.
I think this year's predictions. I think, no, predictions, yes. But like the voting, I think is going to be pretty solid. The voting, I don't think it's gonna be that hard to vote this year.
I'm gonna try to get RoboCop some roses. I don't know if it's gonna make it in time. Check out the proper post so you can hear me talk about this demo. Like, it's so amazing.
100% proper post going up on Monday over on Spotify. Exclusive video podcasts. So check us out over there as well. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. Stay excellent, and we'll see you in the next Proper Game Talk Show. Peace out, guys.